Question today, to follow up from the previous episode, is how does porn addiction affect the intimate relationship? So we explained in the last episode how it affects the brain. Now let us look how it practically affects the intimate relationship. Well, when the brain does not react correctly to the stimulation that it receives from a real person, your wife, then obviously intimacy could be affected in a major way. So porn-induced erectile dysfunction, for example, where a man cannot perform. Premature ejaculation, again, a man cannot perform. So if the man cannot perform and he is the provider, the qawwam, who's supposed to please his wife, then obviously there's going to be some emotional detachment, there's going to be some physical detachment that naturally is going to result from this kind of behavior. Even from your partner, from your wife, she will feel, what's wrong with me? Why is he not reacting to me? Is there something wrong? Am I ugly? Am I this? Am I that? Which is going to cause a lot of self-doubt, which is going to cause and affect, her thoughts process, the way she behaves towards you. And all these things are intertwined, interconnected, which will result in arguments, in being away from each other, not communicating, which will result in the end in the deterioration of the marriage or the relationship. So it affects the intimate relationship, as I said, that there could be no intimate relationship. Frustration being built. It can lead the woman to even herself to get into masturbation and other things because she needs to please herself. And this happens in many cases, you might be shocked. So, and again, the estrangement of the two and the lack of communication is going to lead the two to fall apart, right? So body does not react, the mind does not react, there's no intimacy, or it's very, very rare, and even then it's accompanied by frustration. Not just that, but sometimes, let's say even if intimacy works, the man is going to try to perform in the words of one of my clients, that he was trying to perform what he saw in intimacy. And his wife was not having that because it was just not natural. And that caused, again, estrangement between the two. And obviously, when a man starts doing these weird things, the woman might connect two and two and say, what is this guy doing? Where is he coming up with these things? So she might feel very negative towards her husband, which again in turn results to arguments, lack of communication, not feeling connected, not feeling emotionally bonded, not wanting to be intimate, trauma even, okay? The inability to just be in the same bed. People live in separate rooms for years. They do not touch each other. They do not even know how they look naked, or they do not even know how to feel to be together anymore because it's been such a long time. The trauma, the shame that's associated, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to even think about it. Let's just move on. And of course, some people just don't want to get help. And time passes by. And as time passes by, the more time you let go and you don't address this problem, the more your intimate relationship is going to suffer. And the intimate relationship, people need to understand, it is the energy that keeps the family together. This is the energy that nurtures love between a husband and a wife. And in the 21st century, hypersexualized society, we should not allow ourselves to be fooled that intimacy is something dirty or bad. It is one of the most beautiful things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to a man and a woman, has made halal through nikah. And this is something that it basically generates that loving bond, that loving power that is needed not only for a husband and a wife to live together as a family, but also for the children who will be coming out of this relationship, out of this, bond, and for them to be able to be raised in a loving environment. There is no loving environment if intimacy is not healthy within a couple. And definitely porn is basically a hindrance from that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome to my Tazkiyah. Are you stuck with feelings of guilt, shame, remorse, and despair? Has your porn and sex addiction affected your studies, work, marriage, and family relationship? Has your online pornography use escalated? Are you crossing boundaries and watching things you would never have thought of watching? Or has your addiction progressed from pornography to zina? Well, we're here to tell you you're not alone, and you've come to the right place.
My Tazkiyah is the place where Muslim males and females struggling with pornography addiction and sexually destructive behaviours can find recovery and freedom.
We have an 8-stage program which has been designed to accommodate Muslims. This program has very high recovery rates and has proven to be successful in helping sex addicts reclaim their lives. My Tazkiyah is a community with a common journey of recovery. You can engage with people and bring the inside out without being judged, but rather get help, support, monitoring, and guidance. All this can be done anonymously by creating a members account with your preferred display name. Our program will help you get to the stage in life where you are free from the misery of this addiction and can feel confident and good about yourself again. By joining our program, we will give you a plan that you can follow, a simple method of recovery that has worked for countless individuals. Our program focuses on dealing with the root causes that are driving your addiction. Once these root causes are dealt with, the addiction problem sorts itself out, inshallah. Your current lifestyle is what's fueling this addiction. We will help you rewire the circuits in order for you to see permanent and lasting change for the better. In the My Tazkiyah program, you get access to the following: network with other recovering Muslims in a private group, VIP access to our portal and Content Plus worksheets, accelerate your recovery by quickly connecting with other recovering members, listen in and connect on weekly calls and recordings, read all about the problems, solutions, and become one of our success stories. Get one-to-one coaching with our professionals, which include psychotherapists, counselors, and qualified coaches who specialize in porn addiction recovery. There is no judgment here. We ensure full privacy. It can be hard to reach out when it comes to such a sensitive subject, and we know how you feel. This is why we take privacy very seriously.